guys, so this is Jensen's 6-week update and my 6-week postpartum update. So not much has really happened. He's actually 6.5 weeks now, but today we had a 6-week appointment, so I thought I'd wait until now because then I've got more to update you guys on. So in terms of his appointment, it went really well. They just did all the kind of checks that they do when they're in hospital. So they check their eyes and she kind of feels his stomach and his spine. Or they do that thing where they pretend to drop them to see if their reflexes are okay, and everything was absolutely fine. And then she just asked how he was feeding and sleeping and if he was, you know, having normal nappies and stuff like that. But that was all absolutely fine. And then it's also your 6-week postpartum check. So she asked me, what did she ask? About my mood, which is fine. I do feel like I'm getting a bit run down now, which I'll go into when I talk about me. But yeah, I just said I'm feeling a little bit run down, but it's more things like to see whether you're bonding with your baby and to see if you've got postnatal depression, which I don't, I'm absolutely fine. And then she asked about my periods, like my bleeding, whether I've started having periods yet. I thought I was coming on my period last night, but then I've had nothing today, so I don't know if it's just going to be irregular. It was only like a tiny amount, so then I kind of thought maybe it's just that my bleeding hadn't completely stopped, because I think it had only stopped for a few days, so I don't know what's going on. And she also asked about contraception, like what our plan is with that. So yeah, it was a really good appointment. No concerns from me, like about me or Jensen, so it was quite smooth sailing, which was good. In terms of Jensen, I don't think I've done an update. I did one at week 5, didn't I? But he's been absolutely fine. His sleeping and feeding hasn't been as good. I feel like I got a bit too cocky with that, but yeah, last night he was up loads. He'd slept during the day a lot, and I think he's kind of turning nocturnal. Oh, I've got to rush to you as soon as you start to cry. Oh no. Here he is. He is so big and so strong now, aren't you? Yeah, so sleeping wise, he seems to be sleeping a lot more in the day than at night, and I think that's made his nighttime sleeping really bad, because he's then comfort feeding, and you know, he'll feed, I'll lay him down, and then he'll just be wide awake again, and he'll be like, no, I'm not sleeping. Just because I fed doesn't mean I'm gonna sleep. So that's been quite difficult. But today you've been awake quite a lot in the day, haven't you? So I'm hoping that means he might sleep better. He's still sleeping. Oh my goodness. He's still sleeping in the snooze pod next to me. The last couple of nights we used a blanket because both of our baby sleep bags were in the wash, and he hasn't slept as well. So I'm definitely gonna get the sleep bags, well, they're dry now, so I'm definitely gonna put him on one of those tonight, aren't I? And hopefully that will help. During the day he sleeps, it depends where we are. If we're in the living room, then he's in the Moses basket or the swinging crib. If he's in the kitchen, it's the Moses basket. If we're upstairs, he's in the snooze pod or his cot. He's got quite a few beds, haven't you, Bubs? Feeding wise, he's doing fine. He is cluster feeding quite a lot. It's definitely not every 4 hours like it was before, which is making my nipples quite sore. But again, I'll talk about that in my part. Nappies wise, he wheezes like all the time, and he poos, I'd say, every 3 days at the moment, which I think is normal for breastfed babies. I forgot to ask today, but I've looked it up online and I think it is normal. Size-wise, he's in 0 to 3, first size, newborn, tiny baby. None of that fits him anymore because you're such a big boy, aren't you? He's just so tall. I think he's got a lot of room. Well, not a lot of room. This is 0 to 3. And you can see there's not really a great deal of room in it. Is there, Bubs? But then he's 6 weeks, so he's halfway between 0 to 3. I don't know. He's just a big baby. As for his measurements, he is 5.4 kilograms, which is 11.9 pounds. So the last time I'd had him weighed, oh no, wait, is that what I did? So the last time I had him weighed was on the 13th. So that was 15 days ago. And he's gone from 10.7 to 11.9, 11.8, whatever I just said. So he's put on almost a whole pound, which is really good going, isn't it, Bubs? Yes, he's really strong. As you can see, he fully supports his neck. Obviously, I still have to kind of be on standby because sometimes he does just go and flop his neck forward. But he's standing at the moment. He's pushing up. Like, I try and sit him down and then he just pops up, don't you? So, really strong. He's doing loads and loads of smiles, loads of cooing and like googie gaga noises, don't you? You make lovely noises. Almost like giggles, but not quite. Oh, don't bop me. Don't bop me. And yeah, just lots of kicking about, and you're just a really active, happy baby, aren't you? Most of the time. Oh, one other thing as well, after he feeds, I'm gonna put him on my boob now because You're getting hungry, aren't you? Another thing as well, I'm just putting him on my boob while I talk. He's quite a sicky baby. Not like proper sick, just kind of milk sick. Here you go. There you go. Yeah, so I have to always remember to have a muslin underneath him. With Jasper, I never did because he just wasn't sicky. I never had to wind him or anything. But with this one, what else? Things that he likes at the moment. He's got a couple of play gyms now, so he likes laying underneath those. He loves watching whatever I'm doing, watching what his brother's doing. He's got some musical toys now as well that we were sent to review. And he's really into those and like looking at the lights, and yeah, he's just becoming more grown up, so he's developing more and he needs more interaction than just me. And yeah, it's making me a little bit sad. Things that he doesn't like are being put down at the moment, which I'm really trying to be not strict on. You can't be strict with a 6-week-old, can you? But with Jasper, I would just carry him all the time and I'd let him fall asleep on me and he would never self-settle. So with this one, I am a lot more conscious to just let him cry that little bit longer. Obviously not if he's in distress or hungry or anything, but yeah, I'm trying to let him entertain himself. And as well, when you've got a toddler, you don't have the time to always pick them up as soon as they start crying. And yeah, you do need to entertain yourself a little bit, don't you? So I think that's it in terms of Jensen. As for me, like I said, I'm feeling quite run down. Pete's been poorly this week. Jasper, he'd been a bit difficult the last couple of weeks and I'd really noticed it. I think he was just craving a bit more attention. So the past week I've tried to give him more attention and, you know, we'll do baby gym, but then I'll take him to soft play and kind of, I'm not spoiling him and I'm not doing too much. We have a lot of downtime. We do have days where we don't do anything, but I'm just trying to kind of have a lot more time for him and focus on him more. So we went to baby gym on Monday and normally I'd have baby in the sling and Jasper would really play up and he wouldn't want to do anything. But this time I put him in his car seat, so I was there hands-free, able to do everything with Jasper, even though I'm hands-free with the sling. Like I didn't have Jensen there. And Jasper was like his old self, like really good. He wanted to do everything. And yeah, I think I just realised that, yeah, that's his thing, baby gym, and having Jensen there kind of disrupted it a bit for him. So yeah, I've really focused on that, and I think that's really drained me. And then I've also felt guilty because, you know, sometimes I'll be playing with Jasper or feeding him, and then I realise Jensen's just been laid there under his play gym for like half an hour and I haven't given him any attention, which is fine because he's fine, he was happy. But then, oh dear, oh my goodness. Oh, he takes too much milk in sometimes. But yeah, then I feel guilty for that. So then any spare time I have, I'm just trying to focus on him. And yeah, and then my work to-do list has just gotten crazy. Sorry, I'm just putting him back on the boob. And yeah, it's hard to try and keep on top of everything. So this week we got a cleaner in and we've got a gardener starting tomorrow just to get it ready for winter, and the cleaner will just be once a week just to give it like a deep clean, so then I can keep on top of it with, you know, stuff you do every day, like hoovering and wiping the sides and dishwasher and cleaning the toilet and stuff like that. I still do like every day, but it's just having someone just to, you know, do like the skirting boards and on top of the doors and stuff that I just don't have time to do. Or I do have time, but I wouldn't have time to sleep. So yeah, I've gotten a few ulcers, and the last few days I keep waking up with like a bit of a sore throat, as if I've slept with my mouth open, and then after a few hours it goes. But I think it's like my body's way of saying to me, like, slow down before I make you slow down. Because once I put Jasper to bed, this one then wants to cluster feed until about 10 o'clock, and then I want to get some work done because I just don't have time to do it during the day anymore. And then I'll go to bed about midnight, and then he's up again for a feed about 1, or whenever I go to bed, he tends to wake up because he can smell me. So yeah, I'm just, you know, you can just feel it all piling on top of me. I can just feel it all piling on top of me. But I'm fine, like physically, apart from the ulcers and the like throat, I do feel fine. I don't feel tired, which is I think the problem. I feel like if I felt it, then I would stop and sleep. Like yesterday I had a bath, I was in there for about 10 minutes, then I was like, I can't relax, I've just got stuff to do. I think what I need to do is start reading, because then I'll have something to focus on, but still relax. Whereas now, like, I'm either on my phone, so I'm doing social media and emails and replying to people, or I'm laid there thinking about the work I need to do and who I need to reply to and planning blog posts and stuff. So I think I just need to, yeah, have something to focus on that's not work, that's not children. So yeah, any book recommendations, please do pop them below. What else? Exercise hasn't really gone to plan. I've done lots of walking with Jasper and Jensen, but yeah, apart from that, I've not really, I haven't been to the gym, done any classes, swimming, anything like I planned to. Eating healthily is kind of going okay. I still need to drink more water and stop eating so much chocolate and sweets, because I don't think that's doing my mouth any good. Like if I have too much sugar, it hurts. My ulcer's like right here on my lip, so it does hurt when I talk as well. But that's it in terms of me. I probably won't do weekly updates from now on. I'll probably wait until 8 weeks and then do monthly, just because not a lot changes on a weekly basis. It does with him, but not really things to talk about. And yeah, I'm finding it hard to keep up with them. So yeah, it'll probably be, I'll do one at 8 weeks and then it will be monthly from then. But stay tuned for all of my other videos. If you want to catch my pregnancy ones, then I'll leave a playlist below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!